So I'm sure everybody watching this video is quite aware that we have a brand new president here in the United States. Now, one of the things that I don't do is I don't get super political on my videos. This is not a political video show or anything like that. But what I do is I always try to learn from every situation that's out there. It doesn't matter what's going on. I will learn from anyone or anything. I don't discriminate who I learn from, because at the end of the day, for me, it's about learning as much as I can, learning from every situation, and not only learning, but applying what I learned and helping others to do the same. So I want to share with you something that I've picked up over the last few months, and I definitely wanted to speak a little bit more about it. And it's the difference between being perfect and being great. One of Donald Trump's talking points in his campaign over the last year or two was that he was going to make America great again. And I've heard a lot of people, even on the other side, that are against Donald Trump, saying that America was never great, or America isn't great, or, you know, you have all these people that feel that America is just such a bad place. And here's my take on it. And I'm sure I have a completely different perspective, being that I'm not even from America, that I wasn't born in America, although I've lived majority of my life here. America is a great place. America is a great place, but here's the thing, America isn't perfect. There's a huge difference between being great and being perfect. And let me tell you why. Before you shut this video off, before you get mad with me for saying what I'm saying, let me explain why I feel America is a great place. On my pound and a half hour shows, every single week, I profile 3 people. And a lot of times, probably 20–30% of the times, the people that I profile are people that are from different countries. There's way too many people that have come here from a country, didn't even know how to speak the language, right? But was still able to come here and see opportunity, seize opportunity, and take their lives to a whole nother level. I'll name just a few of them, right? Jan Koum, the guy that started WhatsApp. He came over here when he was a teenager with his mom, right? They lived in public housing. He came here when he was 16. He didn't even speak the language. And he just, 2–3 years ago, he sold WhatsApp to Facebook for what? 16 billion, 19 billion, 18 billion? $1 billion. A guy that came here with nothing, couldn't even speak the language. Right? Elon Musk, same thing. He left South Africa with no money. He went to Canada first, then came to America with hardly any money, and now he's a billionaire. There's too many people that have come here from a different country that have been able to create enormous amounts of wealth, right? But here's the thing. And I think that one of the disadvantages that a lot of the people that are born in America that have never traveled outside of America have, because I'm sure most of those other people that are saying that America isn't great, is that they haven't seen anything else. See, here's the thing. People that are from another country, especially a third world country, as myself, right? We see opportunity in everything. Not all of us, but a lot of us that come here, we see the opportunity. We look around, we walk around, and we see nothing but opportunity, right? All we see is problems. And to me, problems equal opportunity. Problems equal opportunity. You see, I know for a fact that there isn't going to be any president, regardless of it's Hillary, regardless if it's Donald Trump, or regardless of if it's Barack Obama, that's going to be handing out checks for $1 million. It just doesn't happen like that. And I think that a lot of people that don't think America is great, that's what they're waiting for. And guess what? That will probably never, ever happen. No, that will absolutely never, ever happen. The only group of people that I see getting checks handed out to is I recently read an article in the latest issue of Forbes magazine, the Seminole Indians. And I think there's only 4,000 of them, and each one of them gets a check for, they get a dividends check for like maybe $120,000 a year. And they're so fortunate to have that because, they make all the money off of gaming, hotels and whatever investments, and basically all that money goes into a pot, and each one of the members of that tribe gets, I think, last year it was like $120,000 or $150,000. But for the rest of America, we just don't have it like that. No one is giving us a check, right? You have to be able to go out there and see opportunity. Now, do I think America is perfect? Absolutely not. Is there racism here? Yes, there is. No doubt about it. If anyone had any doubt about it, all they have to do is look at the climate, what's going on right now. And I guarantee you that people will have no doubt about it. There is racism here. Is everything fair? Absolutely not. No, it's not fair, right? No, it's not fair. But if you are sitting around waiting for things to be fair before you go ahead and do what you need to do, guess what? You're going to be waiting for a really long time. Things will never be fair. Things have never ever been fair, and maybe they never will be fair. But that doesn't mean that you still can't participate in the race. That does not mean that you still can't participate in the race. Does it mean that you may have to work a little bit longer? If it's, let's say it's an endurance race, right? And then most of the other runners are only running for 6 hours a day. Does it mean that you may have to run for 8 hours a day? Maybe so. Maybe so. But are you willing to do whatever it takes to win the race? And that's the question that you have to ask yourself. Not, I'm only going to run the race if it's a fair race. Because if that's the case, then you're not going to run. And you can sit out and wait all you want, but then that's you that's going to sit out and wait. Because there are other people that are going to say, hey, you know what? In the country that I came from, I can't even race. So, hey, you know what? If I have to start a little disadvantaged than everyone else, right? If everyone else is riding a bicycle and I have to walk or run, then I'm going to do it. But guess what? I'm so determined to finish the race that I'm not going to stop. So I don't care who has what. I don't care who has whatever advantages over me. I am not going to stop. I'm going to make sure that I finish this race. Because why? They see opportunity. They see opportunity. And I really would like for a lot of people that don't think that America is a great country or a country filled with opportunity to just get out and travel the world. And I'm not talking about on a cruise where you go to different ports and you only see the nice parts. Go to some of these third world countries, right? I've been to quite a few of them myself. Go to some of these third world countries and don't just go to the resort areas. Go into the country and see what type of opportunity those people have there. And I guarantee you, when you come back here, you will start to see things completely different. Now, just keep in mind now, I'm not saying that America is perfect because we all know America has racism. We all know that America has sexism. It has every kind of ism, right? It's not perfect. It's not perfect. But let me tell you, nowhere on this earth is perfect, or at least I haven't been there. All right? So maybe if there is a perfect place, who knows? Maybe there is. I'm just saying I haven't seen it yet. But this is the only country that I know of where you can come to this country or you can be in this country and it doesn't matter where you came from. If you are willing to work hard enough, and hard enough might be different for different people, right? I'm not saying that it's fair. Hard enough may be different for different people. But if you are willing to work hard enough, and whatever hard enough is for you, you can have whatever it is that you want in this country. That I can promise you. That I can promise you. And most of the people, like when I look at the Forbes 400 list, the list of the 400 richest people in America, 20% of that list came from another country. And they didn't come from another country with money. Another person, Shahid Khan, guy that owns the Jacksonville Jaguars, came here from India with hardly any money. There's too many people. I've discussed too many people that have come here with no money. Because what? They see opportunity. All they needed was to get to America. Once they were able to put their foot on this country, they knew they was going to make it. And I wish that everyone that has the advantage of being born here was able to see all the opportunities that everyone else is able to see. And I think that if everyone was able to look around and instead of complaining all the time about who's president, who didn't win president, and about waiting for someone to hand them something, if everyone said, you know what, let me go out here on this scavenger hunt and let me just find opportunities and figure out ways to solve them, then America would be perfect, or would be the greatest. That's when America would really take it to the next level. Well, thank you much. I hope you guys learned a little something from this video, and until next week.